my plane went down behind enemy lines, and I was supposed to be executed the next morning. And my older brother is a Army Ranger, and he came in and rescued me.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're on the border of Arizona and Nevada in the beautiful city of Bullhead City, Arizona. And we're here with Jeff. How you doing?
Good.
All right, man. We got Laughlin in the background and the Colorado River. You ever swim in there?
Oh, yeah, all day.
Yeah? Is it cold right now?
Yeah, it's the water's 56 degrees year-round. Yeah. Lake Mead, when I worked down there, it changes because Lake Mead's in a bowl, and a lot of people don't know that. And I know the history of the Colorado River. It starts up in Washington, right where the Grand Coulee Dam is, and then trickles all the way down to Hoover Dam. Then you got Davis Dam down here, and then you got Parker, and a couple of other dams down below, and then it drifts off down into Mexico.
All right. What brought you to Bullhead City?
Basically, my ex's cousin told me that Laughlin was going to grow. Yeah. I was unemployed at the time. There's going to be plenty of work. And lo and behold, a lot of things fell through. Got my last unemployment check, and then got working in the casinos. I worked for the casinos for 12 years. Of course, I graduated high school and did 2 tours in college. 2 tours in the military. And I did have my bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Everest College Online.
Wow, impressive. We're going to come back to all that, okay? Let me ask you this. I was doing some research on my way over here, but I used to hang out here years ago, back in the late 90s and 2000s, and it was a lot more crowded. And I did some research online, and they're saying that after 9/11, tourism went down drastically. But it was popping last night. We were walking around the casinos and stuff. It was happening. Is that what you saw? It's trickled down a little bit?
After 9/11, a lot of people have lost their jobs, and now recently because of the COVID, people aren't so much giving for say homeless people. They kind of look down upon us, like we don't belong in society. But we're people too, and we have a right to live and to breathe, and it's sad to see that, the people lost their hearts.
First of all, thank you for your service, Jeff. Great man. Second, do you give us permission to use this video on our YouTube channel?
Sure. Okay.
Where can people go in Bullhead or this area to get support, housing, food, medical care, anything like that?
There is a place. It's called Catholic Charities. But the lady that runs it, me and her don't see eye to eye because it's not right to have your animal in a cage, because the animals to me are like kids, and they also set a curfew time to where you have to be inside, and I don't like that at all. And you can't have any friends come and visit you or anything like that.
You can't bring your animals there. That sucks.
No, they have them outside in cages. You can't have them up in the room with you.
Oh, got it.
But, it's sad, because the animals are like kids, like I said,
You have any animals?
I did.
You don't have any right now?
No, my dog, God rest his soul, he got his lungs punctured by a pit bull. Oh. And he was a min pin dash hound, and he was smart. All I had to do was use all hand signals, and I didn't have to use voice commands or nothing.
You could be an animal behavior therapist or whatever?
Yeah.
You could do that maybe? What'd you dream of becoming when you were a little boy?
I really didn't. I wasn't really too sure, but when I was in high school, I figured I'd try, a little bit of everything. I worked in the fast food restaurants, worked in grocery stores, did construction, did landscaping, worked with the trash company.
In high school?
Yeah.
All right, now who were you raised by?
I was raised by my adopted mom. I got adopted in '86.
Okay.
And when I was in high school, my sophomore year, I figured, I was an adult, I could do what I want, and I didn't need my mom. So she basically just cut me loose, and I had my own apartment and was working a full-time job and still going to school, maintaining. I'm a 5-year National Honor Society member, 5-year varsity letterman, cross country and track, Triple Crown wrestler, all coaches polo award, presidential award winner.
Wow. Now, going back to your childhood, were they neglectful of you at all, or they treat you good?
My parents, they treated me good, but my dad ran into a problem to where he got falsely accused of something, and then my mom went back home to Indiana and hung herself in the family tree, and that's when I got put into an adoption subsidy place. Me, my sister, and my younger brother all got split apart. I haven't seen my younger sister or younger brother since I was like 5 years old.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Have you talked to anybody in your family at all?
I've got an older adopted brother, but that's pretty close to family as I've got. I've got a really close friend of mine. His name is Big Jim. He hangs out sometimes at the community park, and he's close. He's more close to like a stepdad to me than anything in the world.
Okay. And when you were growing up, were you abused at all?
No.
Physically, mentally, sexually?
No.
You were raised right?
Yeah.
Did you get into drugs at all?
No.
Do you currently use drugs?
No, I
or
don't.
Alcohol?
No.
You never had an addiction?
No.
Do you gamble?
Nope.
Wow. So you're one of those cases where you just end up homeless because of circumstances.
Yeah. That's due to my ex-girlfriend that I helped her get her 2 kids back from her parents. And they said if we moved out to Laughlin and got a 3-bedroom place, that she'd be able to get full custody of her kids. And I was with her for 12 years and helped raise her kids from when they were 11 and until 21. And I still think of her kids as my own. They're both homeless as well, but I don't see them as much. And
so how did you end up homeless from her? What did she do to you?
She started seeing a maintenance guy at one of the local hotels and kicked me out. And then she brought me back when it came time for my taxes, and she got me for my taxes and thought she was going to get me for my stocks when I was working at the Aquarius as the lead outside porter, because the porters are part of the Steelworkers Union.
So you worked at the Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you there? 12 years?
No, I actually worked in the casinos for 12 years. Okay. I started out in Vegas. Yeah. I also got my culinary arts degree. So basically I did the food and beverage aspect of it, did housekeeping, inventory control. I was a bar porter. Okay. Like I said, I did inventory control. And now I've been working on small boats and wave runners for the past 25 years. I'm going to be 50 in September. I've got kidney failure, liver damage. I've got arthritis, deteriorating right hip, blown left knee. I got four-slip disc in my lower back.
How about mental issues? Do you have any mental issues?
I have short-term and sometimes long-term memory loss. Okay. And that's from being in the service.
What do you think that is, from PTSD or?
Yes, yeah. And I have night terrors and all that.
When you were in the service, where did you serve?
I was in Afghanistan and Iraq. I was a Airborne Ranger Special Op, Pyrotechnics, 2nd Field.
I don't want to talk about what you did over there because of your PTSD. Is that okay?
Yes.
Unless you want to talk about it.
The only fact is that I don't like the way how the government today treats today's military versus our old vets. You know, we're all veterans, either way you look at it. Coming home off the me and my brother coming home off the airport, thank God for my brother, because I was actually in a POW camp. And
where? Iraq?
Yeah.
Okay.
my plane went down behind enemy lines, and I was supposed to be executed the next morning.
Yeah.
And my older brother went in. My older brother is a Army Ranger, and he came in and rescued me. I was badly beaten, bruised. You could see my bones, my rib cage. It was just.
I'm sorry, man. You saw the horrors of war, huh?
Yeah.
So you're born in the early 70s?
Yes.
Okay. And then where'd you go to elementary school?
I did a little bit in Tucson and a little bit in Boulder City.
Boulder City, Nevada?
Yeah.
All right. What's your best childhood memory from back then?
I have to say when I was racing BMX bikes.
Okay.
I got to, now they're big celebrities. They are in the X Games. Everybody knows them. TJ Lavin, Matt Hoffman.
I think I've heard of Matt Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah. You grew up with those guys, or you BMX with them?
I used to race against them.
Yeah.
And they actually built their own racetracks out in Henderson and Vegas.
That's amazing. Any other celebrity encounters?
I actually got to meet, when I was working at the Riverside, I got to meet a lot of the PBA professional bowlers.
Okay.
I'd keep them up to date when I was bowling leagues at the Riverside.
Yeah.
And at the time, I had something like 12 or 11 700 series games. Yeah. And I'd keep them all posted.
Yeah.
And they were doing a bowling tournament. I got to meet Michael Fagan, Rhino Page, Wes Malott, Peter Parker Bone. Yeah.
You ever seen that movie Kingpin?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that. They always come down to these little towns like Reno.
Yeah.
And Laughlin.
My best all-time favorite movie by far, I have to say, is Caddyshack.
Caddyshack? Oh yeah, I was going to ask you that next. What's your favorite movie? Caddyshack?
Yep.
What kind of music were you listening to when you were younger?
Basically, if the president was on all three channels, on TV, on all three channels.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to a lot of the oldies, you know.
Okay.
I was never into the rap and all this crap that kids listen to nowadays.
Yeah. You're into the oldies. Like what kind of oldies?
Like B.B. King, Frank Sinatra.
Oh, nice. So what's going good in your life? I heard you were married.
Yes.
All right. Who's this lucky lady?
Her name is Nina.
Okay.
I've known her for 18 years, but we've been married for the past 9 years. She's one of my biggest supports.
Yeah.
And
does she use?
No.
Okay. You both don't use?
Yeah.
You've been homeless for how long now?
I've been homeless for going on 16, 17 years now.
All right. It's a long time, huh?
Yeah.
If someone is watching this and they wanted to help you, what could they do for you? Since you don't use drugs, you don't need rehab. Seems like you're an honest guy, you're very intelligent, you're hardworking, you've had a job, you've got a good job history, you just haven't worked for a while. If someone wanted to come out here and they see you and they want to help you, what can they do for you?
My biggest downfall right now is I've got a friend of mine who works at the Trafficking, but my biggest problem is I lost my ID, I lost my birth certificate, and I lost my social security card. And in order for me to get back into the casinos, those are the three things I need, and that would help me out big time. That way I can get into a place. You know, that's my only drawback right there.
Someone can help you, but you said you don't have an email or anything, huh?
Yeah. Usually find me, I actually work for 4 of the jet ski companies.
Okay.
But my main one is right next to Circle K. It's called Bullhead Bahamas Jet Ski Rentals.
Bullhead Bahamas, okay. Where do you hang out at? Do you hang out at that community park, or where do you hang out at?
During the summer, that's where I work at. I work down there at the launch room.
So you're local here?
Yes, and...
all right, someone wanted to come out here and visit. What's there to do here in Bullhead?
There's...
Besides the river and the casinos.
There's a lot of other tourist attractions. I mean, you got Oatman.
That's right, Oatman, yeah.
You got Christmas Tree Pass.
Yeah.
You got Petroglyph Mountain. Of course, you got Davis Dam. There's a lot of wineries, and you got the museum right there at the community park as well.
You got a really positive attitude, and you're a really cool guy.
A lot of my work ethics and everything is thanks to my uncle, he said if you work hard, that's how you can enjoy your money and enjoy your days off.
Yeah.
And he's always implanted that at me. And he said if you have a positive attitude towards people, then it makes yourself feel good and your self-esteem.
Well, thank you, Jeff. You're very bright, intelligent, quite clever too. Can I ask you some fun questions before I let you go?
Sure.
All right. What's your favorite animal?
I'd have to say I love dogs. I've always had a passion for dogs.
Yeah. What animal are you?
Everybody says I'm more like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because of my personality.
Yeah.
I'm soft and cuddly, but when I'm out here working on the river, I'm the first one in the water, the last one out of the water. They call me the amphibious frogman.
The amphibious frogman, they call you that?
Yeah.
Hey, I just discovered Goat Island over there. Do you know about Goat Island?
Yeah.
I had no idea. There's 7 goats on there, right?
Yes. Well, originally that island used to host, way back in the day, a whole bunch of exotic birds.
Oh, okay.
And there used to be a hotel that was part of the riverside as well. Now, the Colorado Belle is not the original Colorado Belle. The original Colorado Belle used to be an old paddle wheel boat that used to run up and down the river. And they launched that when they launched the Desert Princess down at Lake Mead.
Okay.
So, that's why I know the whole history behind that.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? I like everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we got kicked out of our little spot, so we'll finish the interview here. All right, if a genie gave you 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
I'd have to say, every animal have a home. Me having a place and just be back working, so I can get the retirement. Because I get paid on the table. I only make $10 to $5 a day, and that's it.
What do you do to make that?
I work for about 4 or 5 of the local jet ski companies.
Oh, okay. What's the best concert you ever been to?
Oh my gosh. Actually, it was the Joan Jett and Steve Miller Band.
When was that?
That was like 7 years ago, before they built the Laughlin Outdoor Entertainment Center.
Oh, where's that at, the Laughlin Outdoor?
It's right on the other side of the riverside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Seems like the water level's low right now.
Yes, it is. It's due to the fact that the Coast Guard's just now going to be taking over.
Okay.
Monday through Thursday, they're only allowing 2 units of water.
Oh, okay.
And Friday and Saturday, it's going to be 3 units. All these rental companies cannot operate under 3 units of water. So the Coast Guard's going to have a real good time of having to pay for impellers. And they're going to find out the hard way, because there's going to be a lot of damages to all these rental CDs and boats.
Where would you like to see yourself in 2 years?
Actually, I like to see myself in a home with my girl and just enjoying life.
All right. I wish you the best, Jeff. Thank you so much for this interview.
You're welcome.
All right, buddy. Take care.
You too.